Good morning, dear students. A warm welcome to all. I am your EVS teacher Ansari Samreen, and today we are going to start our new chapter, that is chapter number 3, The Earth and Its Living World, जो आपकी EVS 1 की टेक्स्ट बुक में पेज नंबर 11 पर है. So, before starting with the new topic, students, first you have to answer my few questions. Question number 1. Where do you get water from? Yes, very good students. We get water from well, rivers, lakes, ponds, etc. Number 2. Where do we lay the foundation of buildings? Exactly, in an open space. Number 3. What need do we meet through breathing? Yes, very good. And the answer is oxygen. Number 4. From where does the earth get light and heat? Yes, we get light and heat none other than the sun. So students, in the lesson let us learn more about the world and earth. Because we live on earth, land, water, air and living organisms are lived on the earth. So students, as we know, there are living things on land, in water and in the air. That is, we see birds in the air, we see fishes and other plants and other organisms in water, and we already know that on land various types of animals, plants and living beings are living on the earth. The sun is the cause of many natural processes on the earth. So sun is the main source of energy that all the organisms on the earth get light and heat from the sun. Water, land and air constitute envelopes of the earth, namely the hydrosphere, lithosphere and atmosphere. So, air is known as atmosphere, water is called hydrosphere and land is called lithosphere. The biosphere spreads in all the other three spheres. Now let's learn about all these spheres in detail as you go in this lesson. The earth's crust is hard. It is mainly made of rock. So, what do you mean by the earth's crust? The word crust means the outer covering. So, the earth's crust means the outer part of the earth where we live on, and it is mainly made of rock. It is very hard. अर्थ क्रस्ट का मतलब क्या होता है? जो अर्थ होता है उसका जो आउटर पार्ट होता है उसको क्या कहते हैं? अर्थ क्रस्ट बोलते हैं. और वो बहुत ज़्यादा क्या होता है? हार्ड होता है. हार्ड मीन्स बहुत ज़्यादा थिक होता है. स्टूडेंट्स, एज वी ऑल नो दैट द अर्थ कंसिस्ट ऑफ 2/3 of water and 1/3 of land, as you can see in this picture, which means 70%, 71% of water and 29% of land. Now, often we have seen that when we travel in hilly regions, we see layers of soils and rock along road cuts. We see grassy expanses of land in some places and only sand in others. The land is covered with crops in some places and with forest in others. Sometimes we get to see the deeper layers of soils into which trees' roots spread. Normally, we see all these things edge of the roads or edge of the mountain, etc. At others, we see rock split apart by the tree roots. There are gentle mountain slopes as well as sheer cliffs of rock. All these land features are a part of the Earth's lithosphere. So, all the different types of land that we see, the mountains, the hills, plains, the grassy land, and the sand, everything that is called lithosphere. Much of the Earth's surface is occupied by water. The lithosphere extends under this water too. About a third of the surface of the Earth consists of land. A vast continuous stretch of land is called a continent. The land on Earth is divided into 7 continents. If you look in the picture, you can see that जो जितने भी कॉन्टिनेंट दिए गए हैं वो डिफरेंट कलर से क्या किया गया है, उनको मेंशन किया गया है ताकि हमको पता चल सके कि कौन सा कलर कौन से कॉन्टिनेंट के लिए यूज किया गया है. So our earth is divided into 7 such parts and they are called as 7 continents, and each of given their names. For example, we have Asia, Europe, Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica, and Australia. Asia is the largest continent and Australia is the smallest continent. Children, always remember that we have 7 continents and our Asia is the largest continent in the world and the Australia is the smallest one. As we travel, we have seen that land is not the same as everywhere. We see mountain, small hills, sometimes we see it is all plain and vast, and sometimes we see open piece of land. When we go to the beach, we go to the seashore, we find their land going deep into the sea, so that the land is not even in all places. The unevenness gives different shapes to the land in different places. They are called landforms. In the picture above, you can see some landforms like the plain, hills, mountain, etc. 2/3 of the Earth's surface is covered with water. Most of this water is in the oceans. Ocean water is salty. So just like a landform are divided into continents, so water is divided into oceans. So there are 5 Indian Oceans, and they are the Atlantic, Pacific, Arctic, the Southern Oceans, and the Indian Oceans. The land along the margins of an ocean is called coastal region. What do you mean by coastal region? Which means whatever land that we find at the seaside or at the edge of the oceans is called coastal region. Water bodies of different shapes and sizes are formed along the coast. For example, sea, bay, strait, gulf, creek, etc. These water bodies are part of the oceans. I hope you have understood the introduction of the 3rd chapter. In next chapter, we shall learn about the surface of earth, water. Thank you so much.